What's up, everybody? Welcome. What's poppin', slime? Let me check the audio. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Okay, perfect. Slime. Yesterday when I entered the stream, you said SMH. I think you were saying, like, I forgot to say goodbye to you, but I said goodbye to you. I said you were the first one that came in yesterday. I don't know if that's why you said SMH, but I was like, I said goodbye to slime, and then I tried to type it, but the stream ended. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. Is today Saturday? I'm at the point where I don't even know what day it was. Yeah, I knew it, and I was like, are you kidding? I said bye to slime, and I said he was the first one that came in. Oh, okay. I was like, no, he thought I forgot him. How's everybody doing? I'm still not feeling 100%. I know, TMI, slime, TMI, but I'm still not feeling 100 yet. Yeah, so welcome to day 38 of me learning how to vibe code. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jillian. I'm a solo traveler originally from New York City who moved to Thailand 2 years ago, and I'm building travel and Thailand apps as a means to learn. Hey, Azor! Just forked the project and made a template almost there. Oh my God, you already started working. What did I say? I said, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. I put some like structure in the description for anybody who does want to participate in this little competition that was Azor's idea, one of Azor's amazing ideas. And I said that the deadline should be July 25th. Just because I'm trying to give it a little bit of structure. July 25th, that's in like a week from now. I think that's enough for our landing page. But, you know, we're just going to go with the flow and see how things go. I'm going to use Fable 5 for this just because I only have until tomorrow. I haven't even gotten to use it. So might as well use it for something like this since it's not even for myself. So, and you know, the July 25th, just for the landing page, I think that's reasonable, but I'm open to changing it, You know, I wasn't expecting to be hosting like a competition coming back yesterday. So I was like, this morning I was thinking, I was like, oh, I need like some type of structure. I need to make some type of plan. But if we don't think July 25th is reasonable, I'm open to changing it because, again, I'm not in a rush. And I don't think the family is in a rush either. I think they're just grateful that we're willing to help. So there really is no rush. I just want it to be really good. I just want to work on the landing page for now. And then after that, and just take the information that I already know. And then after that, I want to show Ali, who is the guy that took me around Pakistan. I want to show him the landing page, see if he likes it, and then I'll get more information from him on what him and his family want to add to the website. When I did ask when I was there, it kind of just seemed like he didn't know. He didn't really know. So we'll just take matters into our own hands. Because they've never had a website, so I don't think they really have an idea of what they would want in it. And us together, you know, we will probably be able to come up with a vision that is more than what they could even think of. So this is my first time creating something for somebody, and you know that I'm going to hand over to them. So I'm planning to use Vercel. I know other people who actually have clients, like they use other platforms to deploy and hand it over to their clients. Like they use Replit, but I didn't really want to use Replit again. I've been liking using Vercel. So you guys will have to, when we get there, you know, I don't know what the process is to hand over a website to somebody. So I'm just 2 div sections away from completing my site. I'll give you contribute your request the moment I complete it. Okay, Zor, no problem. No rush. I can't believe that you already did so much work on this. So I'm going to create the project in Vercel. Claude is already prepped. It has my repository. And yeah, we're going to try with the landing page today. Hey, Prince, welcome. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was the best trip I've ever taken. And like, honestly, I'm really thinking back on my entire life. I think it might have been the best 2 weeks of my entire life. I'm not even kidding. It was just incredible. Not a dull moment at all. Okay, so in Vercel, let me see. I did create new project, and I think I'm forgetting how to do this. What do? I just import the repository? I think, right? That's what I do? Yeah, I remember this. What does that mean, hobby? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Hunza mountain tours. Why does this look different to me? I forget if I had to change any of these settings. This is my, what is this? Technically the third time using Vercel. That one day that I experimented with GLM, I made something. But from creating the project in Vercel to then everything we do, I forget. if I need to change any of these settings, or do I just leave them? And why does this look a little bit different? Importing from GitHub. Choose where you want to create the project. Yep, that's the project name. That's good. Maybe I'll just ask. Let me just ask Claude. 1 second. Let me get my notes. I started the prompt, but I didn't finish it yet. Hi, Doc. Welcome. Can I sponsor you, Fable? What do you mean? Can I like purchase it for you? I'm not rich, Doc. I'll be honest with you. I'm not rich. I'm only on a pro plan. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I need somebody to sponsor me, Fable. It always cracks me up when people come in here and like, can you buy me a max plan? Like, can you buy me a max plan? Because I ain't even got a max plan. Yeah, but I live in Thailand, Doc. I'm only able to have a pool because I live in Thailand. I'm originally from the United States. If I still lived there, there would be no pool. Trust and believe. Only able to have this because I moved halfway across the world. So, I'm building something new today. I just got back from a 2-week adventure around Pakistan, and I did hire a guide to take me around, and his family, which I stayed with for 3 nights, they have their own family business, and I mean, his family was just lovely. They took care of me. Like, I had food poisoning. I still have food poisoning. And they really took good care of me. And they're a small business. I don't think they have a huge following, and they don't have a website. So I'm learning how to vibe code. So I need more projects to help me learn. So I figured I would help build them a website, with them knowing that I am an amateur, and you know, there's definitely going to be bugs, and whatever doesn't work, I'll fix it. And they agreed. So I'm helping them, and they're helping me in my education. Okay. I'm creating the project in Vercel, and I'm forgetting if any of these settings need to be changed. They're paying for the domain. I'm not going to pay for the domain. They're paying for the domain. I shouldn't have been using Fable 5 for this, but it might be too late. Yeah, that I'm not going to do. But, you know, because I explained that you know, this does cost me money because it's my credits, my AI credits. However, I would be using them anyway. This is all just really part of my education. So I don't mind that part, because if I wasn't building this, I would be building something else. So might as well build something to help people that help me, and help people that honestly like really touched my heart. So it's a pleasure for me to work on this project, honestly. Nothing to change. Leave every field default. One real note. The application preset other sticks as project setting repos. Only a README right now. So other is all I can detect when we scaffold the actual site later. What does that mean? When we scaffold the actual site later. Scaffold the actual site later. Flip settings. I never had to do that before, like change the settings later on. When we scaffold the actual site later, flip settings, framework, presets and match. One drop down later when it's true. The site has no secrets, add when it does. Okay, well, it's telling me to just deploy now. So I'll do that. Okay, so, okay, I'm gonna do this later. I need the Authenticator app. Like, those things are so annoying. Okay, so I started the prompt. I've literally never done this, like just created a landing page. So I'm not sure how much information to give it. Oh, nice. Gives out free subdomains, so might as well check that out. All right, so I'll check it out and then I'll tell them about it as well. So create a landing page for Hunza Mountain Tours, which is a family-run business in northern Pakistan that offers mountain tours, homestay, backpackers hostel, and a volunteering program. The landing page should be award-winning. It should be school slamming as soon as the user sees it. They should plan to book with the company right away. The family is located in Hunza in northern Pakistan. And the homestay is in a village called Gulkin. Azor, so I'm glad that you're here because remember yesterday we were talking about like the moving video in the background, like in the hero section. Were you saying that that's like not that big of a deal? Do you think that's anything that's like stream breaking? Because I remember you saying it was just like it was something simple. Because for this I would really like that, especially because the landscapes in that region, they're so like 360. When you get somewhere, literally anywhere, you could just be driving on the highway. It's like you don't even know where to look because everywhere is just beautiful. So something moving for a website like this, I think it's really, really important. But I've always been scared to do that. Okay, so I'm going to add that to the prompt. Yeah, that's a slideshow transition background template with a text and link on top. So should I say that in the prompt, the slideshow transition background template? I just came back from my trip to Pakistan to stay with the family. Think, yeah, sure. And give the AI some videos from Hunza's Insta. Okay, so I have that here. I'm not sure if they really have the best content. Like, these photos, I mean, with your own eyes, it's so much better than this. Aw, this is them. This is Ali. He's the one who took me around. This is his father. They're such amazing people. And it's so funny, like, the locals don't realize that he's Pakistani. People in the north, you know, they look, people in each region of the country, they look very different. But the locals don't even recognize. Okay. Think moving video in the background of the hero section. In the background of the hero section, and a slide. Show transition background. Template with a text and link on top. Whoa. I'm just gonna say with text on top. And then I guess I should find some videos. Honestly, my videos are really good. I would say in that region, like, see, like, I showed you this picture yesterday, the one that I took, and the water looks bluer, but I'm thinking like some type of, or it could transition in between scenes, but it should be this view. Hey Jabber, welcome. From Atabad Lake, that's a Boscochi hike. What else? The Pasu cones. And what was the other crazy view in that area? Oh, why? Let me see if I could find. Let me go to my Instagram. Okay, I hope this doesn't. Thanks, Jabber. It was incredible. Oh, God. This is not the region yet. Sorry, guys. Taking you through my whole trip. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. No, this is the day I started getting sick. Here, this view. Can I share it? No. So like, for the region, we need this view. Hey, Trav, welcome. And then this, the Pasu Bridge. And this, the Pasu Cones. Those I think are like the most epic things in the region. Well, that I did. I know there's another like 3-day hike. No, kitty. Okay. So, all right. I'm just going to tell Claude what the destinations are, see what it comes up with, and then, you know, we'll fix things and yeah. The most epic views in the area are the aerial view of Adabad Lake from the top of the, how do you spell that? Biscochi. You're welcome. I would play it longer. Oh, I spelled this wrong. From Lake from the Biscochi hike. Where is there? Okay, here. From the top of the Biscochi hike. The Pasu Bridge and the Pasu Cones. Okay. Yeah, if you're interested, Jabber, in seeing the full journey, you can go to my Instagram, and these two highlights here are like all the videos that I took. And then I just made one post yesterday. This is from the Fairy Meadows. But I have so many posts to make for Pakistan because I have so many photos. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in seeing all the views. I have them already up on Instagram. They're coming to YouTube, but it's going to take me a little while to go through all the content because, whew, I have a lot. Okay, let's just see what happens. I have a feeling that I'm going to want to go into Claude Design, but I just don't want to do that because of the usage. But let's just see if Fable 5 can just give me something good to start with. You know how I get when it comes to design. Like, I get very nitpicky. Create a landing page for Hunza Mountain Tours, which is a family-run business in northern Pakistan that offers mountain tours, homestay, backpackers, hostel, and a volunteering program. I want the landing page to look award-winning. It should be scroll-stopping. As soon as user sees it, they should feel inclined to work with the company right away. The most epic views in the area. Okay. Probably didn't need that last information, but you know. Okay. And then let's see what it comes up with. I'm excited for a new project though. I can't lie. Even though I do have to go back and revisit my old projects because there's actually a lot that I want to change with the itinerary builder and all of that. But this, you know, considering I only have Fable 5 till tomorrow, I figure it's best to use it on their company. Much better than using it on something for myself. But this I've never done, like just start by creating a landing page. I imagine like you developers who have clients, like I feel like this is probably how you start all your projects for them, with a landing page. So it's new territory for me. But how's everybody doing? And if I didn't see you yesterday, how have you been? Jabber, how have you been? Because I didn't see you yesterday. Oh, nice. I feel like you guys are always busy because you guys are always building cool things. It still feels like a little strange being back. Like I'm still adjusting for sure. I'm like, what do I do with myself? I don't have to go on a hike today. Tightening the caption timing, so. Let me take a look. You know, I wonder, they have, you know, a separate Instagram for their homestay, a separate Instagram for their, for the main company, like the registered business, I believe is Hunza Mountain Tours. In my opinion, I think it should just be one account. I feel like when you have multiple accounts, it's very hard to manage. And like I noticed that this WhatsApp number is different than the Mountain Tours number, which, okay, that might be okay because some people want to stay in the homestay. Some people just want to do a tour. Some people want to stay in the hostel. But I feel like running multiple accounts gets confusing. Wait, Slime, there is a parasite going around the United States, right? Because when I was there and I got my food poisoning, then somebody sent me like a link and something about parasites, and I thought they were talking about in Pakistan, that something was going around Pakistan. But it was the article about the parasite in the United States, which I'm not saying I don't have a parasite. Like, I could have anything at this point. But yeah, it's you're asking the wrong one, Slime. I'm trying to figure out what I have. Okay. So we'll try to figure it out together. I think we need to see a doctor. Yeah, Raymond homestay. It does sound cool, and like it really is. I mean, look, this is their dining room, and like this is their actual home. Slime, you told me yesterday I gave you TMI. So, I'm not giving you any more details. Jabber said you can organize and categorize it at your site. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Like, it'll be on the website, there'll be different sections. Yeah, I gave you enough information yesterday, Slime. It'll be on the vlog because, all right, well, let me not give you all the details. I'm not gonna give you the details, but like anytime I had to, we'll say, take a break, the guide would take my GoPro and make a vlog about what I was doing. But I'm gonna add it because it's real. I'm not here to make it look pretty, it's life. Yeah, so this is like their dining room, and this is a typical Pakistani dining room. You sit on the floor. Like, all the houses have like some type of setup like this. Yeah, this is their home. And honestly, the food here was probably the safest. I mean, by the time I got here, I was already sick, but like, I could taste that it was home cooked. So it tasted cleaner. The bread. Oh, I had these potatoes with like kale. That was so good. But at that point, I just tried to stay away from meat. I was like, let me just stay away from meat. And just eat bread and vegetables and carbs. And the chai, which I probably shouldn't have drank so much of because it has milk in it, but I mean, the Pakistani chai is amazing. Oh, I'm excited to see it. But my expectation is high because I saw it with my own eyes. So, like, the website needs to match the feeling. Oh, I already don't like it. I don't like the colors. But the website needs to match the feeling that I felt when I was there. So, I mean, I think it is a good thing that I actually experienced it myself, because I know like the type of emotion that I'm trying to portray. Hi, Hunter, welcome. I'm building a landing page for a family-run business in northern Pakistan, because I just got back from my trip there, and I stayed. Well, the son of the family was actually my guide, who took me around the whole country and like took me on the hikes. because you know you got to be scared of Mother Nature. And oh, I didn't even tell you Azor because I remember you said something like about avalanches and stuff. I'll tell you in a minute. But I stayed with the family for 3 nights, and you know they really treated me like family. They have a business, but I don't think they have a huge following, and they don't have a website. So I'm somebody who's learning right now. I'm in the learning process, and you know I need new projects to help me learn, and they were very kind to me. So I feel like to give back to them, I'm going to help them build their website, and it's going to help me learn more as well. So it's a win-win situation. So not an avalanche, okay? Not an avalanche. Well, okay. There was one when we were at a viewpoint. There was like some noise very, very far away. And my guide said avalanche somewhere. He was like avalanche. Like he knew what it was. I was like, oh shit. I was like, where? How close is that? Then when I hiked Rakaposhi and I stayed at the campsite, there were so many landslides. There were so many landslides, and you can hear them. And I remember being in the tent at night, and I would hear the landslides, and I knew what it sounded like because the night before there was one, and I just heard a noise. I didn't know what it was, but then my guide said, oh, it's a landslide. I was like, well, where is that? But in the middle of the night, I would hear it in my tent, and it's hard to tell, like, is that really close to us? Like, I was a little bit scared, but they were always, like, in the distance off the trail, but it did kind of put my guard up a little bit on the hikes. Like, there could just be a landslide anywhere at any moment while we're hiking. I see I got 2 decades of experience in web development. I can give you projects too. Okay, sure. I mean, I got to do one at a time, but if you join the Discord, we can talk and you could tell me a little bit more about what you're talking about, Hunter. Okay, let's see. So it was push, but I already saw the preview. Behind a tree, Jabber. Behind a tree. You make your own. At the campsite, they have like a toilet. If these fell on a human, 39 minutes to survive, hesitation, and fear cuts that time in half. You would great luck here. Yeah, I know. Like that, and again, that was the whole reason why I hired somebody in the first place. Not that anybody could save me from a landslide, right? If that just happened unexpectedly. But, you know, locals, they just know better, like what's safe to do, what's not. And again, my biggest fear was Mother Nature. I know I'm not going to like this already. I don't like the colors. Let's take a look. Where's the video? I'll get it for you right now. Golden Village, Hunza Valley, Pakistan. Family. This is the highway, the most important highway in Pakistan. It connects China, and they're still part of the old Silk Road on the highway. Okay. I don't like this. I don't see any videos. To make 5 different prototypes at 5 different URLs, it will give you. Okay, I'll try that. The video is running in the background, but cursive blur. I don't see anything. Am I? I literally don't see anything. Let me see what the information says first. The blur is set to max. Oh, okay, okay. All right, so let's fix that. Sleep in an orchard, village, 2,000 meters up. Our home in the Golden Small Village. Eat where we walk where we walk and leave no in the valley. Okay, the M dashes have got to go. Is it Waki? I forget. That was one of the... I'll have to ask him that. But when he sees it, he'll tell me what information is wrong, what information is right. Okay. A lot needs to change. I hate the font. I hate the colors. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. And it needs to portray... it needs to portray more emotion. Okay. So this is not good. This is not good. And I don't like the font either. Where do I begin with all the issues that I have? Okay. It's missing pictures and videos from your Instagram. Well, yeah, I don't have all of that content open. So like I took a lot of content on my GoPro and my Insta360. I think that will be good to maybe eventually add in, but I just got back 2 days ago. I haven't gone through the content. I need to organize it all. So from now, I just want to start with a landing page and then attempt one and the Fable ended before it even began. Yo. Okay, how much did that use? Yikes. Use Google Fonts. I don't love Google Fonts. And you know what? I'm not even sure that I hate the font yet. Like, I feel like I do, but I just hate everything. So I'm not going to nitpick on the font yet until I get like the full picture. Like, first of all, the colors. The colors aren't good. I need more earth tones for this because that's what the region looks like. There's a lot of browns and nudes and greens. Okay. Okay, this page does not look award-winning. There is a lot that I want to change. First of all, I can't see any of those moving videos in the background because the blur is set to max. Second of all, I do not like the color scheme. We need the color scheme to have more earth tones. There's a lot of browns, a lot of greens, a lot of nudes in the region. We also need to get rid of all the M dashes in all of the text. I also need the landing page to portray so much more emotions. I'm not feeling any type of emotion when I look at this page. Feel free to ask me some clarifying questions before you start building again so we get the design right and portray the emotion that I'm looking for. Hey, Anthony! What's going on? Yes, I'm alive, but I do have food poisoning, and at this point, it's been like 10 days. So, but I still did all my hikes with the food poisoning. It was amazing, Anthony. It was like the best 2 weeks of my life, food poisoning and all. And now I'm building a landing page for so the guide who took me around, I met his family. We stayed with them for 3 nights, and they have a family business, but they don't have a large following. They don't have a website, and they really they took good care of me. They went above and beyond for me, and they took good care of me when I was sick, and I figured them knowing I'm a newbie and there's going to be issues, and me also needing another project to kind of keep my education going, I figured I would help them build their website. And it's something that I am passionate about because I just got back, and like I can still feel the emotion that I felt when I was there. So I think it's a good project for me. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a little food poisoning. And you want to know what? I would much rather have had stomach problems doing these hikes than like a respiratory illness, because I've done hiking trips where I had a terrible like cough and flu, and then it's just really impossible with the stomach problems. Like, I don't know. Everybody else said they would have never done the hikes that I did when I was as sick as I was, but I just still did it. What's the primary emotion that should hit when someone awe, adventure? Oh, I don't know. Epic scale, dramatic peaks. Yeah, awe, adventure. Earth tones can go 2 different directions. There's warm light, sand, cream, clay, olive, backgrounds here. Earthy, dark, deep brown, moss green, terrifying, moody, cinematic. I think mixed. Yes, I'll show you some when I have Claude working, and hopefully I don't like break anything. If I have the videos running, I'll show you some of my Instagram stories, actually, because I was showing before trying to look for inspiration. I'll show you. It was, oh my God, it was incredible. I know. I know. I saw that. I was like, God damn it. Do you have trip photos? Tell me. Well, I do, but I just don't have them ready yet. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. How much text should survive the cut? A few words. Yeah, Anthony, I am, because these people kind of really like touch my heart. So I want to help them, and it helps me because I'm still learning and I need more projects to build. And this is something really completely different for me. So I think it'll be a good experience. Fewer words per screen, images, softening, text is tight but present. Keep the sections in story, but have the copy one short line. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, while Claude's working, Anthony, let me show you, and everybody, let me show you. Let me pause the music. Or, no, I can keep the music going. I don't need my story music. Okay. Let's see. I don't know playing this. Okay, this was the start of a 12-hour drive. Just the streets. Let me show you when it starts to get good. The first toilet. Yeah, this was a 12-hour drive. Here's where it starts to get. Good. It does look like a festival. And the trucks are decorated. It's like a competition. Anthony, this is just the beginning. And that's what I thought on this drive. I was like, wow. But it's just the beginning. This was just the first day, the 12-hour drive, man. So many bikers. So many bikers. Okay. Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. Well, they need some type of energy, Anthony, because there were places I stayed that this was on the TV in the hotel in the lobby. I was like, what the heck? There were some places that didn't even have electricity. So yeah, so forget about streaming and vibe coding there. I was worried about internet. There was no electric. They really can. This was fun, this Jeep ride. Oh, I was famous there, by the way. People would line up to take photos with me. This guy was hilarious. I interviewed him for the YouTube video. He was ready. It was like lights, camera, action. As soon as I hit record, boom, he was ready to introduce himself. So many stars. My red hair, yeah, they would line up to take photos with me. I mean, we would go into like a local restaurant on the side of the road, and it was like hundreds of Pakistani huge families, and I would be the only person who wasn't Pakistani. So, you know, necks were breaking. And then they would line up to take photos of me. I remember on the last day, on the last hike, there was these two domestic tourists on the top of the mountain taking 1,000,000 photos. Yeah. And then they asked me where I was from and if they could take a photo with me. And my guide was just like, no. Oh, hold on. Let me get my charger while all this is playing. Let me see, what part am I on? Oh, okay. Just getting my charger. Yeah, Jabber, that's what I want to do. I just don't have everything like ready. Actually, my guide was telling me that there have been a lot of earthquakes recently, like in the past few years. Oh, I didn't take a bus. I was in a car because it was just me and the guide, and then sometimes it was me, the guide, and his father, because there were times where the car had to go back to the original destination and like we would keep going. Yeah. These are my students from New York City. We found each other and they couldn't believe that I actually went to their country finally. My chai, my morning chai. Ooh, better. Oh my, they couldn't believe that I actually went because I taught them when they were 14. Now they're like now they're like 22. Um but they're still in New York City, but it's them that inspired me to come, and they couldn't believe that I actually went. They're like very touched. Um so it's been nice. It really has been like nice reconnecting with them. When I was in Africa, I regretted the bus ride as we were flying from Mars. Oh no, Jabber. Yeah, no, there was no bus. So thank God there was no bus ride for me. Oh, this view was good. This view was good. Even though my guide was like, "Oh, the weather is shit." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's beautiful." Yeah, and Anthony, there's an option for me to go back and volunteer um, for a few weeks in like the local school in one of the villages that I stayed at for the one that I'm building the website for. And I'm thinking about doing it because I feel like it would be full circle for me. You know, why I originally wanted to visit Pakistan and then to give back to kind of the same community that brought me there. Yeah, that's what he meant, like because there were some clouds. So you couldn't see all the peaks, but hey, I wasn't complaining. I know, right? Wasn't that TV legendary? Like, I was eating breakfast and I was like, oh my God, this is cool. This is so cool. Okay, this is looking better. I know. And it was like just kind of like crooked on the wall, and some strange to me TV show was playing. I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Let me film this. Yeah, right, Anthony. That's exactly how I feel. And when I was there, there was this American woman who volunteers there every summer. So I connected with her and I exchanged numbers with her and I told her, you know, like, I'm interested. And like, it was just a feeling that I had. Like, it felt so right. Like I should be doing this. Like, I should be giving back. And you know, the whole reason why I came here was because of the Pakistani students that I taught, and if I could come back and volunteer and help the community there, like it, I just feel like I feel such a pull to go and do that for them. The streets were just so interesting to me. They were probably like, why is she filming this? But it was just so interesting. Every, everybody spoke English, actually. Everybody everybody that I encountered spoke English. Um, so many interesting people that I met. Oh my God, because you know, a lot of them, they would see me, sometimes just one person, sometimes a big family, and you know, good for them. Like, they would come up to me and they would be like, you know, where are you from and what are you doing here? And I would tell them the same story. You know, my guide, um my guide probably heard the same story every time, but I told them, you know, when I was living in New York City, I was a high school math teacher, and I had a large population of Pakistani students who really touched my heart, and they were so incredible that I knew one day I just had to see where they were from. And you know, I told them I'm making a YouTube documentary and I want to um show, oh, this view, this is the view. I want to show people that this is a very misunderstood region of the world, and the people were very grateful. Like, thank you for promoting our country. Like, thank you for you know, showing it in a positive light because the media doesn't. No, you can't swim there. Let me see. Damn, these guys are living in the golden vintage era. We're left behind. Look at us now. Our lives. They really are living in the golden vintage era. They really are. This day was a little rainy, but I still thought everything looked really dramatic. And it was just, this day was like just a chill day, which my legs needed. My legs needed a chill day, so I wasn't, we were like one day ahead of the itinerary. So I think my guide was like panicking. He was like, what do you want to do? I was like, anything. Look, he went to go get his ear pierced. Like I just wanted to have like let me see what a normal day is. You know, let's like just chill. Hi Fax, welcome. Oh, Harman, yes. Hi, welcome. Look at this kitty. Oh my god. I love this kitty so much. Like yeah, just went to the cute little town over there. Yeah, you can. I mean, you have to stay on the trail. I know that kitty. To stay on the trail, but oh yeah, and I'll show you guys after I have rubies that we found on one of the hikes. I got cookies from this bakery. Just a local like walnut cookies and almond cookies because that's what's local to the region. They were really good. All right, Harman, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I just got back on Thursday, so I'm still like adjusting. I haven't gone through my content yet. Oh, we went on, we took his motorbike. He started learning how to ride a motorbike at 10 years old. But there were no mirrors. As we were driving, the mirrors were coming off, and he saw his sister in the village, and he just handed them to her, and I said, no mirrors? And it was like, no problem. I was like, okay. Hi, Lego, welcome. I just got back from Pakistan, so I'm building a landing page for a family business there that I met. That doesn't have a website, but right now I'm just showing everybody my trip. The videos are almost done. Well, Anthony, it was only at certain places, like when we did multi-day hikes and we would stay at like a campsite or an accommodation that was all the way like up in the mountains. That's when there was no electricity. So not necessarily in like the towns and stuff, but at certain points, like some of the treks were multiple days and you would have to stay along the way. I heard about Kimmy, and okay, Harman, we'll talk about it because I haven't even gone through my content yet. The mountains were awesome. Slime told me yesterday that Kimmy is the new hottest thing, so I'm gonna have to look into it. But again, I just got back 2 days ago, so I'm still readjusting. The chai, the Pakistani chai, oh my god, you have no idea. It's so delicious. So delicious, and this is how they make it. This was a birthday party. I got invited to just like, these are the things, like you walk around there like, come have chai, come, you know, the hospitality is incredible. No government would be like, vote us or we won't give you electricity. Yeah. I know, India is on my list as well. What's not on my list at this point? I haven't been able to use Kimmy until now. I had to use her. It's awful. Oh, so you can use it now, Slime. Exactly. Anthony. I mean, like, when people think of Pakistan, like, most people definitely don't know that it looks like this, that a lot of the country looks like this. Which is what I want to show people. And, like, yeah, like, I'm sure there are, bad parts to the country as well. Like, but that's just every country, right? Like, every country has good and bad. Like, even Thailand, there's, the conflict with Cambodia and every country has problems, but there's so much good in all these countries as well. Yeah, the lake was beautiful. Debugging your WhatsApp. Hi, Abdul from Karachi. I did. I'm already thinking about when and how I can come back. Because I fell in love with it. India, so of course it's beautiful. Yeah, I know India is beautiful as well, and they say that you're not really a traveler until you've been to India. So I know that I have to go. I know that I have to go there. Oh, shoot, slime. Oh, that was me crab walking. I had to crab walk down that rock because actually that rock is like super, super scary. It's like also kind of on a slant. It's very hard to just like stand up on it. I was actually scared on that rock. And I'm not scared of a lot of things, but I don't know. I was feeling a little scared. So I crab walked my way down. Sure, Lego, you can put it in the Discord. It is a beautiful rock. F that rock. Oh. The Discord is right here. All right. While this is playing still, I'm just going to run to the bathroom. I'm back. Where are we at? Jabber, right? See? Take a picture and make it pan and zoom like that. Oh. Thank you, Azor. Yeah. All right, cool, Lego. Yeah, you're right. It could be just a picture that kind of pans or zooms. Yeah. Okay. I haven't even seen what it looks like yet. We're still watching my story. So this was the #1 most scenic flight in the entire world. But when we got to over the Himalayas, it was cloudy, so I couldn't see. But this was something I was really looking forward to so much before the trip, but this was the last day, and once we got there and it was cloudy, I said, you want to know what? I can't even complain. I saw so much beauty. You can't control the weather. So, it is what it is. And it's fine. I saw so much, I really can't complain at all. So I was fine with it. And, I want to go back one day, so I'll take the flight again. And if the weather is crap, it is what it is. Um, yeah, and that's it. And that's Ali. Literally dealt with me and my food poisoning on all these crazy hikes. Like, but I was a trooper. I really was. I have to give it to myself. Like, I don't think a lot of people would have done um, what I did with the condition that my stomach was in. So, yeah, that was my trip. And that is just what I have from my phone, okay? What I have on the GoPro and the Insta360 is crazy. So I'm going to start going through all of that this week. Let's see what the website looks like, what the landing page looks like. Ooh, this looks better. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Wait, I kind of really like it. Oh, Himalayas makes me think of the movie Alive. No, I've never seen it. What is it about? But if it like makes you think of that, then now I really want to watch that movie. I have no idea what it's about. If you see it. Yeah, for sure, Lego. I'll definitely give you feedback, but just know, like, I'm a newbie. I only started 38 days ago, so my feedback is just going to be as somebody who looks at something and obviously I really love visuals, um, but for sure, some of this like text, I feel like it's hard to read a little bit. Golden Village, Hunza Valley, Pakistan. It looks much better. Yeah, it's a true story. Okay, I need to see it. I love a true story. Alive. Okay, let me see. Okay, I do like this. I do think some of my actual videos are better. Like, so for the Pasu cones and even for Atabad Lake, like I like these, but like even maybe a little more. Yeah, no, so the Pasu cones, this, I think um that's from a different view, like from a different hike that I didn't do. I know that there's a 3-day hike called Patundas, and they were telling me if I come back, like I should do Patundas, and you see it from a different angle. But I want the iconic view is this one. Oh my God, now I have to go all the way back. This is the iconic view. This is where everybody takes a photo. The TV. This one, this view. Everybody takes the photo. This is like the iconic actual viewpoint of the Pasu cones. Like, everybody takes a picture here, including me. I took my picture there for sure. Let me see. For the text, just make it a. What does that mean, Jabber? Use Claude Design or even stitch it. It will make the output. Yeah, I love Claude Design Lego, so maybe I'll take this and then see how Claude Design could jazz it up, because I like it, but like, you know, I always want more when it comes to design. Okay, let me go through it. These buttons do nothing, right? Oh wait, they just okay. All right. Tours, homestay, and hostel with a family in the heart of the Karakoram. Yeah, that's the highway. What about the volunteering? You arrive as a traveler. You leave family. Almost hosted it to Vercel, and it said some nodes are deprecated. What do you mean, Azor? Wait, so where did you host it? Because I'm hosting it on Vercel. Are you still on the... Yes, Anthony, I am. I just got back 2 days ago. Also, Anthropic actually just billed me today, I think. Where is this? I don't know where. So this has to be a picture of like their homestay. Oh, okay. I'll do that, Jabber. I'll fix that next. But photos and stuff I can always change. Google Stitch. It's really good. I never used that before. What is it? Does it just help with like front end design? Our home sits among apricot orchards beneath the glaciers of Upper Hunza. You eat what we eat, where we walk, and see the valley. Every guide is a family, every meal is from our kitchen, Well, I don't know if this is true. It's for design. Okay, I always test my stuff up before I edit to the forks and merge it. Key point. That's why I need deadline. Oh, okay. My website's designed with Mythos, and I feel. Okay, so I'll check your website later, just because I never open Discord while I stream because it's an Electron app and it's really heavy and not good for the stream. So I usually open Discord after I stop streaming. 4 ways to stay. Choose your adventure. Mountain tours. Okay, this is not a correct picture. I can use my pictures here. I have 3 guest passes for co-work and code if you know anyone still using the free version. Let me ask around, Anthony. Azor, I mean, I'm just explaining it the way that I know it. Honestly, the way you explained it to me when I was like, what the heck is going on when I opened Discord? I didn't even know what an Electron app was, but I remember that day, it was like my first or second day streaming, and I remember thinking, I feel like this app is heavy. I didn't know the word for it, but I just knew that app had a lot going on. And I'm like, I have a feeling this is not going to be good for the stream. Lego, I don't think you can put links here. Okay, let me know and just send me an email. You know someone that wants one. Okay, sounds good, Anthony. And that's so nice. Okay, these pictures, this is not correct. Or if it is, I'm just not seeing the actual lake. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for teaching me. Okay, that's not the bridge. Okay, those are the cones, but Valley is waiting. Come find out who you are up here. Tell us your dates. We plan everything else. So I'm going to eliminate the email us because I think that they're just going to do WhatsApp. All right, so I'm gonna do the text thing. This part, so I do like the hero section. And good to know that a moving video like is not crashing my stream, because this is what I always wanted. Like that's what I wanted. I'll have to go through my own footage and see. I mean, these images look really nice. So let's do the text thing. Also, but after this though, like this kind of falls flat for me, like just that like static background. But I don't want it to be too much like videos everywhere, because then I feel like then it's overkill, then it becomes a little tacky and a little less tasteful. Also, I feel like I need their company name to be a little more apparent. Yeah, Lego. I just don't have Discord open right now. Anthony, I feel you. Like for me, I always have email, but in countries like that, and this is just something that I know as a traveler, all bookings really go from WhatsApp. Like anywhere that I travel to, they would never even answer an email, but they answer WhatsApp right away. And it's very common. Like anytime I book anything, I book through WhatsApp because that's just what's commonly used. And I feel like for them, managing, I think they need everything in one place, because managing too many different platforms, I think, is difficult for them to keep up with. And yeah, also most of the tourists that they get are domestic tourists. And if they're already in Pakistan, 100% they're going to go to WhatsApp. I know. Like I would, before I really started traveling like that, I would email everybody. But then the more I started traveling to these countries, like even same in Thailand, like WhatsApp for everything. For all my appointments that I make, everything is through WhatsApp. Email is a backup even more. So that's because who knows when Google says sorry. They did. Huh. I don't know. Because like I've never had to use email for somebody booking anything with me. That's going to bite them if they ever get in a war. Well, I don't know. That's just how they're operating. WhatsApp is popping over there. Okay. Let me see what Jabber said about the text. I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but for the text, use AAWCAG, compliance, and no color variation. And for text, just make it and okay. I don't know, no color variation. I don't know what that means, but I do like color variation. Oh, vibration. Sorry, yeah. Okay, then that makes more sense. And no color vibration. Then what else did I say? So much. Should I just do one thing at a time? Yeah, let's just do one thing at a time, because I want to fix many different things, and then I have to remember I have to do separate sessions for each feature. But even though, like, it's not perfect or anything, obviously, right now, there's a lot that needs to be changed. Personally, I think that if he just saw it like this, I think he would already be like, wow. And that makes me happy because there's still so much love, obviously, that we're gonna put into it, and make it look a lot better, because obviously we know more of what we're looking for, in terms of building something like this. But just knowing them, if they just saw this, I think that even just this would make them so happy. And that makes me happy. Like, I'm excited. Like, I can't wait till it's at a point where I'm like, okay, let me just show you what it looks like so far, because I want to, like, see the reaction, because I think it's genuinely going to make them happy. But I'm loving it so far. And I'm just loving that the moving video isn't messing me up. I would have been doing this all along. Oh, nice. That's a good amount of money for this kind of, really. Oh, Anthony, I don't know. I think the next one, I did promise my brother-in-law that I would build something for his practice. He's a physical therapist. So I did promise that. But this felt more fitting to do now, considering I just came back from the trip, so like I'm still feeling all the feels of it. So it's gonna kind of help me cope that I'm not there anymore. And also, Anthony, I have to go back to my old projects. Like the second project that I built, the Thailand itinerary builder, I do want to change a lot on that. So I definitely want to go. I want to revisit those projects now, knowing a little more than I did then. Looking at that website, there are things that I do want to fix. Body text on Saturday. Oh my God, a year from now, I'm going to have to go back to everything. But some of it I want to leave as it is. Like, I'm not, the first project I made, the Thailand cost calculator, I don't feel so inclined to change that so much, just because it's a simple app. And I do kind of like to look at the progression of projects, like, wow, this was project 1 and then here's project 2, and to see. But the Thailand itinerary builder it's a little bit involved, so I feel like it's worth going back and revisiting and tweaking. But I kind of like leaving the first project as it is to look like, hey, this is where I started. And then in a year from now, who knows? All right, let's see. Okay, this is better, I think, so far, but let me see what the other... Yeah, I can see this better. Yeah, I think the text looks better. Yeah, this is bothering me because I want it to be an actual photo of their home. Let me look at their Instagram. I wonder if his mother has the picture of us, because it was me, his family, and then at the homestay, there were these two girls from the Czech Republic that we actually, like, we picked up at the campsite the night before, and they were kind of just like hitchhiking and they didn't know where to go next. So we got them to come to the homestay for a few nights as a base for them to do their own hikes. So I got to know them a little bit. So it was me and them and him and the family eating. And there is a picture. So I would like to use that one for maybe this part. Or is there a picture of the house like up on top of the hill? This is the woman from the United States who volunteers there every summer. So she's the one who, and just her talking about her experience, like it just seemed so meaningful. And I was like, I need to do this as well one day. I just want a photo of their house, but that again is something I could always change later. That's no biggie. No big deal. This is the grandmother, and before we got there, so basically, like, I was being fed really well, but I don't eat that much. Like, I was being fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner the whole trip, and normally I only eat 2 times a day, and the first meal is very light, and then I have a nice dinner because I just don't have a huge appetite. But he was telling me, when we get to my home, if you eat like this, he's like, my grandma's gonna do this. And I was like, what is that? What does that mean? And he was like, it means like F you. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't have a huge appetite. Like, how I can only imagine how much food she's gonna cook. Like, I was getting nervous. And then by the time we got to the home, it was the day before where my stomach started acting up. So I was like, how am I gonna do this? The grandma's gonna hate me. Doom scroll your own family photos. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him for that picture of all of us at the dining table, because I want to be on the website. I'm building it. So yeah, so that photo will be changed for later. What should I do with this background? Like, this background is too static. Maybe it needs to be another image, but really blurred. Maybe it needs scroll animations. But let's start a new file. Can I just do this? Handoff, Does this write the handoff MD file? I never have done this before. Let's see. I never use the skill. I know I have the skill, but I usually just ask it to write me a handoff MD file. So let's see. Yeah, these photos have to change. And brings a tub of creatine and a backpack full of power bars. You know what? If I would be, I'm totally down to go on a trip and just live off of food like that. Like, I could honestly live off of crackers. And, you know, I was scared. I was scared to eat so much of the food there because of what happened to me. And it happened because, like, I didn't want to be rude. And honestly, a lot of the food was very good. A lot of the food was very good. There were some, like, really good meals. Unfortunately, I think it was, like, the best meal that I had there. I think that is what made me sick. Well, the second best meal, actually. But it was, like, a barbecue. And I ate so much that night because it was so good. Like, the chicken was just, like, so char grilled, and, like, they had all these vegetables, and the bread is amazing there. And I think that was the most I ate that meal. And then the next day I started feeling sick. But I do have a theory. I don't even think it was from the food. I don't think it was from the food that got me sick. I mean, there's no point in trying to figure out what it was because it could have been literally anything. But I do think I know what it was. Hold on. Okay, new session. Let's do. On a hike, Anthony, try like on 10 hikes, because this happened probably directly halfway through my trip, and now I am back and I'm still not okay. Yeah. And the day that it happened, it was the most intense hike of the entire trip. So everybody was saying, like, wow, you're really strong for still doing this. I didn't let it get me down at all, though. I just did what I had to do when I had to do it and kept it moving. Like, the guide, we would be hiking, and he would just turn around and be like, "You want to poop?" I'm like, oh my God. Like, just keep turning around and say that. Yeah, so, but I didn't, like I said, I would have much rather have that on hikes than some type of cough or respiratory illness. Because that I couldn't do. No, Jabber, I'm going to be 100% honest. This is truly, truly what I think it was from. The one thing that irritated me about the country was the flies. There are so many flies everywhere, on the mountains, in the restaurants. Everywhere you go, there are so many flies. That's just the one thing I just didn't like. And the reason why it bothered me so much is that on these hikes, there's so much, like, cow poop and goat poop and animal poop everywhere. And the flies are drawn to them. You know, the flies are all over the animal poop. But then you go to a restaurant and the flies are, like, coming to your food. Now, I'm, like, swatting them away like crazy. But, you know, somebody was cooking my food where I couldn't see, and I'm sure there were flies everywhere. And my theory is that those flies that are all over the animal poop then got in my food or touched my face or something like that. And truly, I think that is how I got sick. To me, that makes the most sense, because all the food that I ate, I mean, listen, could it have been just the food? Yeah, but everything that I ate, I don't believe anything was slime. I don't think anything was undercooked. The food generally was very delicious. I mean, so I only drank bottled water. Ew, Anthony. the only the only meat that I ate there also was chicken. Um and it was all cooked. Um I know, slime, even my friend who's from India, who visits every summer, he told me, he was like, "Oh, I got food poisoning in India last year." And he's Indian. He's from India and he still got it. Um but I only drank bottled water. Um but I'm drinking the chai and you don't know how they make it. But I don't think it was the water. I'm telling you right now, I truly believe it was the flies, because the flies are swarming over the cow shit, and then they're all in the restaurants, and there's no avoiding them. Um oh no. Well, I hopefully am not the YouTuber who dies from from this. Dragonflies eat flies. Um, yes, they need a shipment of dragonflies. Like, truly. Um, that was just the only thing. Like, I just really hated the flies. And I mean, I hate flies in general, but just because I saw where they were, that it just, every time we were sitting at a restaurant and there were flies, all I could think about was the flies that I saw on the hikes on the cow shit. That's all I could think about. So I can tell you, like, I guarantee you that's how I got sick. It's all that went through my head. I'm like, the flies, I know where they love to be, and now they're here by my food. Because I also ate all power bars. Yeah, next time. Next time. That's just I will live off of power bars, snacks, and whatever, just to not get sick. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, these photos. So I would also like them to have more movement as well. Let me go find. I don't necessarily want them to use my actual photo because it's vertical, but just as a reference. Sorry, my tripod is moving, so it looks like I probably look like I'm moving around. Can I pause this? What is this section called? For the views section, the photos of Atabad Lake, Pasu Bridge, and the Pasu cones have to change to actually reflect those destinations. I'm attaching screenshots of the actual destinations as a reference as to what those places actually look like, but don't actually use the actual screenshots I'm attaching. I don't know, that was bad. But because it's not going to look right because my photos are vertical. Wait, when did I do Biscochi? That was the day before. Okay, wait, here. Like this view. And then what was the other one? The bridge. No, Anthony, I don't have work because it's summer. Guys, I walked on this one-handed with the Insta360 in the other hand. So Jabber, I'll be honest, I walked on it one-handed with the Insta360 in the other hand with the 3-meter stick, but I only did like a little less than halfway, and then I turned around because my arm, this arm holding the Insta360, that 3-meter stick is really, really heavy, and it started to get tired. It started to get really tired, and then I started to low-key, just a little bit panic because the bridge is like moving, and this arm was really like, I mean, it was really getting tired, and I was like, shoot. And I looked, and I'm like a little less than halfway. Like, it ain't happening. But wait till my mom sees the Insta360 footage of that, because when she saw this video, I'll show you where, oh, her comment is, I think her comment is hidden. I hid her comment because I didn't want, I'm not trying to portray a negative view of Pakistan, but nobody knows that she's my mom, but she just commented, why? So I just hid her comment so people like, I mean, I think it's kind of obvious of why she was asking why, but she was doing because she's my mother. And it was just the first of many risky things that I did. So I have Insta360 footage of me walking the bridge, and it's like, you know, from above. So when she sees that, she's probably going to freak out also. That bridge needs a life jacket. Yeah, and I have drone footage from some places, but not all places, because a lot of these places, you know, you're hiking really, really steep, intense, long hikes, and like the stuff that you carry on your back, like it truly has to be minimal. Like, I thought that I was also going to be vlogging and recording the whole time I was hiking, but after like the first hike, I realized while I'm actually doing the hikes, I have to put the camera away because I'm like breathing so heavy, and I'm like, there's no way, like, I just cannot record while I'm hiking. I couldn't do it. Um, and the first time, like, I had way too much in the backpack. So, um, the drone only came to some destinations because I just couldn't carry everything. And honestly, once you get to these viewpoints, it's like, what is a drone gonna do? Like, I felt like I was the drone because you're so high up and you have a 360-degree view. At that point, it's like, is a drone even gonna do anything better than what I'm seeing right now? This lake, that was one of the best views. Oh my God. Oh, it was so good. Why am I need to do this. Let me actually text for that photo while we're waiting. Can you ask your mother for the photo she took of us eating dinner? It was me, two girls, Erin, maybe. No pressure. Okay. You run out of Fable 5 so fast. Oh boy. Yeah, it was, Anthony, it was ironic that that's not the Pasu Bridge. That's the Hassan Bridge. Um that as soon as I left, it came back. And at that point, I wasn't even in Pakistan yet. I was in Bangkok and I saw that. And I was just like, damn. By the time I come back, who even knows what is going to change? Like, if this is already happening now, and I just left, like, what is it going to be when I get back? So then after this, I guess it's paid. And how much is it going to cost to use Fable 5? The actual Husseini suspension bridge, but that's not the one that I want. All right, let's see what it did. What is my usage looking like? Ah! Who knows? They keep extending it, right? Now everybody's going to get spoiled, like waiting for another extension. The session usage. Ah, okay. Hunza Mountain Tours. The views. Oh man, you really use it. Okay, that's better, but the picture is ugly. The picture is ugly. This is not the correct bridge. Where's the movement? That's not what I wanted. All right, maybe I think I gotta find my own images. Or maybe it could use my photos, but I don't know how it'll translate if my photos were taken vertically. Let me try. Hold on. I'm using my phone, but I'm gonna airdrop. Just give me a second. If I'm all up in the camera, I'm gonna airdrop some photos. Like my actual photos. Let me see. Might as well, because I like my photos better. And actually, it doesn't have to be formatted like this. We can format it horizontally. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So where was it? This photo. I'm selecting too much. Oh my god, there are so many photos. Okay, this photo. And this photo and this photo. Let me airdrop it. Next, airdrop. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm back. Oh, wait. Let me see the chat. Sorry, guys. I was just airdropping myself. Hey, Mr. Big. What's going on? Switch to codecs. 4 free resets. A lot of people are telling me to actually switch to codecs right now. However, Kimmy is better at 3D. Huh. Okay, interesting. I never use my reset codecs. So I tried to unsubscribe my codecs. They're so generous. Make a handoff, new email, get another. Yeah, so I'm curious about Codex. A lot of people are switching to Codex right now. So I am interested in experimenting. Let me see my photo. I have the desktop app. I did download it before I left. Okay, so I think I'm gonna give it this photo. Oh, my finger's in it. I hate when I do that. I do, Trav. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell it to. And maybe we could make this. Okay, is this? We'll use this photo. And I have this photo, but actually this one that's zoomed in, I think is better. Yeah, this photo. So maybe if, and then I can rearrange it so, well, let's see what it does first. And then if I don't like it, I could always rearrange it so it's lined up horizontally rather than vertically. Then you have a decent amount of credits using Codex if you log in with the same account. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, Anthony. Imagine the love power cut in the middle of the night. Wait a second, let me burn some electric. What? No way. Oh, switch to chat, insert and remove. I wonder if it could just do it for me here. Okay. Okay, I actually want to use my own photos. I've attached them here. Just note the photo that I have of Atabad Lake, my finger appears in the lower right-hand corner. So if you could just remove that. Let's see what it does with my photos. It might look weird in this view, and if it does, I just want to see what it does, and then if not, I can rearrange the format. But my photos are just looking better, and I already know how this goes. If I keep going back and forth to change the images, I'm just not going to get something that I like. I mean, this one's not bad. This one's not bad, but it's just not what I saw. And this is just not the correct bridge. Oh, my dad just texted me, "Are you back home?" I didn't even tell him I was going to Pakistan because I didn't want to hear it. He's the type of person I just tell when I get back. Oh, I should have just converted. No, Mr. Big, I didn't, and I mentioned it to my guide, and he had never been there. And we were on a strict itinerary. So I did mention, like, I do want to go back to Pakistan, and this time next time I will, like, go alone, but only have a guide when I'm in the mountains, because that's just the most dangerous part. Like I said, with, like, the landslides and things like that, like, Mother Nature is a beast. So that's where I really want to make sure I have somebody for. But the guide himself was interested in seeing the Bin Laden compound. So I was like, next time I come, since it's on the way to the north, kind of, well, it's north of the capital, I'm like, let's go to the Bin Laden compound. Now I have connections in Pakistan, so Dad's like, great, you're still, yeah, my dad is like, he was probably holding his breath the whole time I was there when he saw the pictures I was posting and the videos. Around the Bin Laden compound, that's where they got kidnapped. I have no idea, Jabber, what's in there, but especially as a New Yorker, I feel like I would be really curious to just, like, it's just very interesting to me. Like, I would just love to see it. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. It does look good. This is too close up. So maybe I should use that other photo, actually. Hold on. This one. Because this one's too zoomed in. Let me export it as... For the Pasu cones, let's use this image I attached instead. Like, you see the road. It looks good, but I don't really like the format of this section, how it's so stacked like that, but I'm not really sure what I want. Like, if lining it up horizontally, I like that, because then it's kind of like this is lined up horizontally. So I'm not sure. I do love the hero section, though. I really do. But still trying to think of what else. I think I would want to add, I like the images that are there, but I think I would want to add even more. But not sure yet, not sure yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We ain't gonna last much longer. But this, so the Fable 5, it expires when? Tomorrow, what time? Like at midnight or? Okay, yeah, that's better, but I want to see the top of the cones. Okay, that looks better, but for the photo of the Pasu cones, the format needs to be changed so we can see the top of the cones. I want to see some of the road as well, as that's the iconic viewpoint, but it's very important that we see the top of the cones. It's pretty much in 20 hours from now. Okay. Oh. Where does it say that? Does it say it in the usage settings? Your limits are temporarily boosted. Thursday. Damn, I only got to use it for 1 day. Well, I guess I should definitely work on this tonight and off stream. To get the usage out of it. Jabber, you said turn off the credits toggle. Where? Oh, this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it. I'll use it tonight. I'm back. The solar panels are out, and I managed to make videos work. Oh, wow. It was more Iraq, Iran area, 2009, I guess. Oh, where they got kidnapped. I love that I have a moving back. You have no idea. I wanted this for so long, and I thought that it would break everything. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so actually, Mr. Big, Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan are. It's hard for me to say if it's next on my list. That's what. Because I don't know why I feel like I need to go back to Pakistan to do the volunteering, but I have to look at the map as far how close is Kyrgyzstan to Pakistan, how difficult would it be for me to get from one to the other, because I did want to do an expedition in Kyrgyzstan, where because you can ride horses through the mountains of Kyrgyzstan, and you were able to ride a horse in Pakistan, like instead of doing the hikes, but I felt like just looking at it, it just seemed really unethical the way that the horses were being treated. And I'm not saying in Kyrgyzstan it would be ethical. I mean, like riding a horse in general, right? Like, is that ethical? I don't know. But the horses that I've seen like on these tours in Kyrgyzstan, like the horses just look like healthier, where the horses that I saw in Pakistan, I felt like they were like the small horses, and like they just didn't look healthy. But in Kyrgyzstan, like horses are like the nation's animal. So I don't know. And then I think like you can take the train from like a really, really epic train ride from Kyrgyzstan to Uzbekistan. So that is something that I do want to do. And now I'm thinking about like doing the volunteering in Pakistan. So I have to look at the map and just see how I can, if there's a way I could fit it all in one trip. Because while I do want to go back to Pakistan, I felt like I wasn't done. It's also very important to me that like I see something new as well. Let me see what the chat is doing. Did you ever check out DGX station? No. What is that? There's a GB300 DGX, so you're only 93. Okay. What is that? The DGX station. Hi Asif, welcome. Thank you. It's just a landing page, and we're not done with it yet. It's for a family-owned business in Hunza, in northern Pakistan, and I actually just came back from there, and I spent some time with the family. They don't have a website, so I'm just helping them out. But I think, wait, have you been here before, Asif? I feel like I haven't seen you here before. I'm out of usage credits, guys. Oh, but it fixed it. It fixed it. Are large amounts of unified RAM but can plug. Oh, where's my music? Yeah, it fixed it. Okay. So I'm out of usage credits, but let me maybe start. So when does my usage reset? I'm getting hungry anyway. In 2 hours and 10 minutes. I should do some work on it tonight, like even though it will be off stream, but just for the sake of getting everything I can out of Fable 5. I'll work on it tonight, but let me get my notes out. And let me make a list of things that I want to work on. So let me title it Hunza Mountain Tours. I make a checklist. So this section here, it falls flat for me, so I want to work on that. Family and choose your adventure. Sections fall flat. Oh. Okay, wait, Azor, let me see. I've never done this before, so I don't know how this works. So Do I go to the repository? Yes, Mr. Big, we were actually talking about this before I left. Like, I do want to visit North Korea, and I don't think it will be fun, but I do think it would be, um, like, really insightful. I think it would be a really good learning experience. I just want to visit North Korea really out of curiosity. There's a YouTuber that I got. Oh, shoot. See, that's scary. That's scary. See, like people thought I would be scared to go to Pakistan. Like North Korea is actually somewhere where I want to go, but I would be scared to go. Like I would feel fear. Um, but I do want to go because I'm interested. I want to see what life is like there. Like I'm just such a curious person. Prices have gone up 28K. That's 28K. They were starting at 80 now. You will have fun in North Korea, slime. I don't think it will be fun. I really don't. There's a pull request tab, so you can check that out. Okay, let me see. North Korea. I don't know about that, slime. All the news I hear. It could be. You're right. Like I don't trust the media. Okay, wait. Let me see. Sorry, Azor. There's a pull request tab. Oh, right here. Okay. It's just a template, but I made the video loop work. Okay, so now, Azor, just tell me what do I do with this, and it's not going to change anything in my repository, right? You can click and check my repo. Don't accept. So just click this, like click the repo, like open it. Okay, it says come check out the repo. The link to the site is there. All right. Okay. So here it is. And where's the link to the website? Or is it this button to Vercel? You can click on any reason. Okay. Okay, so then where's the link or to the website? Just anywhere it says Blue O Sport. Like here or here. Okay. You know, Jabber, I always think that people are going to think I'm an American spy, like with the red hair and stuff. Um, okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, so this is not the link to the actual website. There was one, so contest repo is what we're looking for. Wow, trending. Thanks. It's not really my style. But thanks a lot. Sorry, Azor, I don't know what I'm doing. So I clicked this. I just don't know where the actual link to the website is. Ay, ay, ay. Down below, you see Blue Sport contest repo. Oh, right here. Sorry. I'm just a little distracted now. Okay. Here we go. Here's the repo. And then this is the app. Ooh, interactive scroll-driven cinematic gallery. Wait, there's sounds? Hold on. I know you're good with the sound effects. You're a thirst trap. Stop playing like you aren't gorgeous. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying I feel like that was a backhanded compliment. Like the compliment being that I'm gorgeous. Thank you for that. A thirst trap? Like, I mean, damn, yo. Come get to know me a little bit, like who I am, you know, before you start calling me a thirst trap or saying I would make a lot of money on OnlyFans. Like, yeah, I'm sure I would. Do I want to sell my soul? No. That's just the concept of, okay, yeah, sorry, let me just ignore. I want to hear the volume. Trap. For fun, I just built my dream workstation online. It cost me. Oh, God. The Northern Valley's Interactive Journal. Welcome to a high fidelity scroll gallery celebrating Hunza's rustic cabin architecture, winding mountain paths, and deep turquoise as you scroll. Key frame. Hold on, wait. Can I show? A cozy bedroom, retreated style with a traditional log framing, comfortable linens. What does this do? My education background, I'm an educator. By trade, I'm a full-time math teacher. I'm just learning how to vibe code right now. So my education, I have 2 degrees in mathematics, sir. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's just the way it goes sometimes, Azor. Uh Sometimes it don't work, but then we fix it. But I want to see because it looks like there's a lot of images here. Um so I am curious to see it, but and you said it's like interactive scroll. So I'm interested in seeing those scroll animations. There is a personalized tab for that. Oh, right here. Oh, cool. To change like how the animations are and the volume. Like I know you're good with the sound effects, just because of when I was looking at Blue Byte, like those sound effects were so satisfying. So I'm excited to see when these images work. I don't know how, like, I don't know if I can get them to work somehow, or like if that's something you have to do, or if there's something wrong with my browser. This merge can be considered a diff. We won't accept a merge now. Let's see how. All right, trending. If it was a joke, I could take a joke, no problem. Next time we could joke around. I have a great sense of humor. Next time, just say hi, introduce yourself, get to know me before you joke around with me. That's all, because I could take a joke. I have a great sense of humor, but you gotta come in and say hi first. When a merge is accepted, we call it a contribute, and a merge rejection is a diff. Okay. All right. So contribute means to accept it. Diff means to reject it. Okay. So new vocab. New vocab. Okay. So right now it's a diff, and then you'll fix it, and then we'll see. But I'm very interested because I like this. I know when I was playing around with Claude Design, I know that it gave, when we were doing the 3D map for Thailand, and I couldn't figure, like, I was just hell bent on that map. It gave me that slider to change things to see which settings I like the best. So those tools are just fun to play with. You contributed there and they accepted it. Oh, nice. Sorry, your comment is coming up here. Sorry, you're just hot. Oh, well, thank you, Bula. I don't know. I'm just me, and I live on an island. And yes, I have a septum piercing. I've had it for like 1.5 decades at this point. But the thirst trap comment was just a little alarming. But I think that's my cue, guys. I think that's my cue to go. I'm out of usage credits. But I'm really, really happy with what it looks like so far. You have no idea how happy I am. I know it's something simple, but just the fact that I could have um a moving a moving background. Like, I wanted these animations for so long, and I thought they were gonna crash my my stream. So I'm so happy about that. Some projects, my dear, for you, some projects exclusively say we don't need one AI base. That's why I'm. Oh yeah, I mean, I can see that. That some projects wouldn't want AI based contributions. Respect Planet Orange, Purple Rain. Well, thank you very much, Trending. Respect to you as well. Okay, so I'm so happy about this. Yeah, it does look nice, and I almost want to just like send it to them now and just be like, hey, look, this is just what I did in day 1 in 3 hours. But I think I'm gonna hold off before showing them and just I'll do a little more with it. Oh, I wanted to make a list, but then I got distracted by all the comments in the chat. So let me make a list for myself first of things that I want to do with Fable 5 tonight. I don't really want to build it off stream, but we only have a certain amount of time left, so I might as well use what I got. So I want to do this section, and then I'm thinking about the views section. Like, I don't necessarily know if I like it stacked like that. I want to rearrange it. Rearrange. So Trending, what would I don't think right now I don't need an API for this. The booking is just done through WhatsApp. So I'm gonna have I have a WhatsApp button. This I actually need to change. It's just gonna be WhatsApp, and I want the icon. I don't think they use email. So this section also needs to be jazzed up. So wait, eliminate email button, change WhatsApp button with the icon logo. Hey T4, welcome. I just got back from Pakistan. And I was in Fairy Meadows, I was in Hunza, I was in Skardu. It really is surreal. It was the best trip of my entire life. And then jazz up. Come find out who you are up here. The contact. Add the review. Yes, I do need that. Should that be on the landing page? Yeah, it should be on the landing page, right? That's a good idea, Trending. Thank you. They do have, if I Google Raymond Homestay Gulkin. I know they have Google reviews, I'm pretty sure. Well, they also have a backpackers hostel, and they have reviews. Okay, I'll use these reviews. But yes, that's a great idea. So let me do a social proof reviews section. That's very important. That's what I told them when I was there. We were discussing the website because I was asking what they wanted on it. They didn't really have any idea. And I was like, do you have any social proof? Do you have any reviews or anything like that? And they were like, yeah. So, all right, I'll do that. I'll work on that tonight. Not to do too much off stream, but again, just want to use my Fable 5 usage. But okay, so I'm going to start hopping off now since I'm out of usage credits and it's just about dinner time here in Thailand anyway. So thank you so much for joining me on day 38 of learning how to vibe code. Azor, thank you so much for taking the initiative, and you already started building on your own before I did, and I can't wait to see all your scroll animations, and yeah, I'm excited to see it. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, Azor. Thank you, Anthony. Let me say it now. Thank you, Slime. What's poppin', Slime? I hope you hear me this time. I hope you hear me today. Thank you, Jabber. Thank you, Trav. Thank you, Trending and T4 for stopping by. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Bula. So many people. Slime, you better have heard me. You better have heard me, Slime. Thank you, Jabber, even though I think I said you already. Thank you, Mr. Big. Thank you. All right, you got it. Thank you, Asif. Thank you. Let me scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Thank you, Lego. I'll check out your website on Discord. I haven't forgotten. Thank you, Fax. Oh, Harman. Sorry, I know that's your name. Keep scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Thank you, Hunter. And that's as far up as I can go. So at this point, I don't know what day it is, so I don't know who was here before. Oh no, I'm not gonna do a mukbang. But Trending, feel free to come back. I'm here every single day, same time, same place. But I'm definitely not gonna eat on stream and do a mukbang. That's just not, I don't wanna do that. But I hope you all have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 39, and we'll continue to build this landing page for this amazing, beautiful family. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.